everybody. It's Dr. Safiyya, and I wanted to take a couple of minutes to do live to talk to you about using the latest digital technology to track some of your important health measures. A lot of times I ask people to keep a log of their intake or keep a log of their blood pressure or even their blood sugar if they are dealing with diabetes, or perhaps even their weight if it tends to fluctuate. And almost all the time, people forget it. They get to their appointment, oh, I didn't want to be late, so I forgot it on the table, or just otherwise didn't work out with writing it down. But you know what people always bring to their appointment? Their smartphone. So while I do think it's an important caveat to mention that I'm not a digital expert, so it is important to take into consideration some of the privacy issues that we're becoming all too familiar with in terms of a lot of our personal information out on the web. I do think sometimes most of the time we're weighing the risk and benefits of those things. And I think there are a lot of potential upsides or benefits to using your smartphone and smart devices to track some important measures of your health. So I don't have an endorsement from any of these companies, but I did a quick search to try to figure out what some of these are. Some of these devices are that you might consider looking into. So let me start first with those glucometers, because unless you bring your meter, if you bring your meter with you, then I can click through it and try to figure out what your sugar's been doing. Most people don't do that. But there are apps that connect with certain types of smart glucometer devices that would be a great tool for me if my patients came with this information. If the app, most of the apps would make a nice chart. I tend to be a visual person. I like charts. The numbers by themselves are somewhat helpful, but it's even better if you can see a graph and you can see it going up and down and have the times attached. And it looks like all of the major manufacturers of these devices, all of the regular glucometer devices, also have smart versions of it. So Accucheck, Aviva has a Connect version of their glucometer with an app attached. One Touch VarioSync, I believe, is another one. Bayer, next one, and then a couple of other ones that were less well known to me, like Dario Smart Glucometer and iHealth. They actually make glucometers that can connect to your smartphone. They also have smart blood pressure devices. Many times we're measuring people's blood pressure in the office, and sometimes people say, well, my blood pressure is never this high at home. There is a such thing as ambulatory blood pressure monitoring, which is ideal for measuring, throughout the course of the day. But you could also do home blood pressure monitoring, where periodically you check your blood pressure, which you could do without a smart device, but then me getting the information, I find, is a problem. So if you have one that's connected to your smartphone and it automatically uploads to your app, and you can bring that information into your physician, that is very helpful. Again, Omron is a very popular brand of blood pressure device. They make one that is smart enabled. Cardio with a Q, Q-A-R-D-I-O is another brand, Nokia. And again, there was this iHealth company that they must specialize in smart health devices. They also make a blood pressure device that connects to an app on your cell phone. Lastly, a common thing that we're tracking is your weight, and there are a couple of brands that you could consider trying. Again, these are not endorsements, but I've seen these in Best Buy. Some of them are brands you recognize, and then others are not brands you recognize, but they might have a better price point or other features. This iHealth company, they make, looks like they make scales, blood pressure monitors, and glucometers. And I'm not sure how their app is set up, but you can put those that information may all integrate. Something to look into. ARIA has a scale that connects digitally to collect your weight information, and the cardio base, again with a Q, the same company that also offers the blood pressure monitor. Those are great things. Now, if you don't want to spring for the expense of the machines that automatically upload that info to your smartphone app, there are a number of apps where you can manually enter the information, which is also extremely helpful to me or any other healthcare provider, primary care provider that's wanting you to do some home measurements and bring that information with you. Again, I just think it makes sense because people always have their phone. I see them plugging it up, trying to get it charged and all of that, but then almost all the time, they never bring their logs of the things that I've asked them to measure at home. So just a couple of quick suggestions, trying to get down to the modern times and keeping track of our health and making it easier for me to then pull that information in or integrate that information into your current plan or my assessment of you. Some of these things, I don't know all of the capabilities, but I do believe some of them can, for instance, my office has electronic health records with a patient portal. Some of these technologies do allow you to upload that information through your portal in a secure way so that I can have access to it as your healthcare provider, or that your primary care physician can have access to it. That is something that I'm sure that varies with the different features, and you might have to play around with it, but valuable information. So hopefully this has been just a quick video to make a suggestion that would help me help you, or help your doctor help you. Let me know if you've tried any of these things. Comment, share, and let me know any of your experience with the specific devices, either ones that I mentioned or other ones that may be good suggestions to try. All right, thanks. Again, this is another Wellness Wednesday. I am a Rodox physician in addition to my practice here at Fountain Medical Associates, my primary care medical practice, the family practice that loves you back. We offer telemedicine consultations for our patients in Philadelphia. Independence Blue Cross does cover these visits, so this is an opportunity for you to have the same type of visit. You know how you watch me on Facebook Live right now? You can have a doctor's visits for certain types of problems where it doesn't require me to lay hands on you. And it's another opportunity to stay engaged with your health. All right, thank you.